Sure. Very good morning, everyone. How are you all? Very fine. Today, you all are looking very awesome. Now, so last class, I have given some questions as homework. How many have not done? चल ठीक है चल ठीक है You have not done. Why? मजा आ रहा है. Then बोल. चलो. Okay. Balance everyone done? You have doubt. Doubt. Very good. I love student who asks doubt. Correct. Anyone have doubt? You have also doubt. You have done. Oh, no, no, no. The question which I have given, I will take only that. Okay. Because the question which I have not given, that I will do somewhere, some other day. Correct now. So, question number 2, any doubt? Illustration number 3, any doubt? If you no doubt, I will assume it is done. I will not do, huh? Anyone have any doubt, you can ask me. If you are not asking me, I will not do. Chalega? Okay? And I think doubt is common only. Doubt will be common. In illustration number 3, no doubt. Very simple, na? Closing entry, you understood? Closing interest. Closing interest, many doubt? No doubt? 4, 4, 4, 4. It is also done. This is the bad dev wala question. So many questions we have done. Simple? Yes, sir, you are very good. Understood now? 5. Any doubt? 5. Bull. Doubt both. Entire question I will do. Entire I will do. You want me to do the entire question? Okay. The following is the trial balance. Anyone have done illustration 5 who have understood? Understood. Chalo, but let me do. Okay. The trial balance of C. क्या है नाम? Vanchu. तो Vanchu is somewhere else ना? Vanchu. That Vanchu. 3 idiots. Ranchod Das. No, no, his real name. कुछ था ना वो भांगड़ू वांगड़ू ऐसे नेम वांचू but super movie na how many had seen so what you have understood in that movie rattafication is not so what I am teaching in what way so I am just like that movie only na and that is true when this picture this movie came na so I understood them true things which I feel they have given that and mostly in CA exam the student who are becoming CA out of 100 students 60% student will be rectification means they pass CA examination and they will not get clear in the interview and then they will say the CA are not getting jobs. You can pass CA exam with rectification but you can't earn money. Just try to understand if someone is paying you 10 lakh so it means you should be capable of earning 1 crore because they will give you 10% of that only. Are you getting? So if you want 10 lakh per annum, it means your capability should be 1 crore. Then only they will give you 10%. 90 lakh they will return na. Are you getting? And if you want to earn 1 crore, you should have that much knowledge. It means you have a capacity to earn 1 crore. So why you are doing job? Simple reason na. So from my point of view, CA are not made for jobs. CA are made for business. Their own self-development, own practice, whatever you want to do. I'm not saying only practice, but whatever you want to do by your own. You can start any startups, your ideas, do it, enjoy it. For some initial year, to generate funds, you can do what? Job. Initial year, 2, 3 maximum. But you should plan right now from today what actually you want to do. That planning is required. Correct. So capital account, inventory account, cash in hand, machinery account, purchase account, wages account, salary account, discount allowed, discount received, sundry office expense account, sales account, sums owing by customer, trade receiver, trade payable, total. This is very simple. Right? They ask closing entry and prepaid trading account. So, बताओ what is the closing entry? You will say me the closing entry for capital account. So capital account will remain in capital account only. There is no closing entry for capital account. Inventory account. So inventory account. This is opening stock. Opening stock will be either transferred trading account or purchase account. So what journal entry? Purchase trading account debit to inventory account. Cash in hand. It will not be closed. Machinery will not be closed. Purchase will be transferred to trading account. What journal entry? Trading account debit to purchase. Wages account, trading account debit to wages. Salary account, PL account debit to salary. Discount allowed, discount received, discount received account debit to PL. Income na, income will be credited. So this, it will be discount received to profit and loss account. Correct. Sundry office expense account, profit and loss account debit to office expense account. Sundry means all expense together. Correct. Sales account will be closed by transfer to, so what journal entry? Sales account debit to trading account. Then trade receivable will not be closed. Trade payable will not be closed. Closing stock, what is the adjustment? Closing stock means inventory account debit to trading account. Yeah, you can say closing stock account debit to inventory. Then prepare trading and PL. Prepare it. What is the out in this? I think the super easy question, the lollipop question. Lollipop na? Just like lollipop. Illustration 6 I have given. In this any doubt? 6 also no doubt. Advance to supplier. So advance to supplier means you have given some advance to your supplier. Correct? So advance to, so it means it is receivable. Correct. Simple. Advance to supplier debit balance. Debit balance is what? Asset. It is an asset. And advance from also given? No. The advance to supplier debit balance means asset. It will come in the asset side of balance sheet. So any advance given is receivable. Any advance received is payable. So write down somewhere, advance given is receivable. It is an asset. Advance given is receivable, is an asset. Advance given is receivable. Therefore asset. Advance received is payable. The advance received is payable in future. Therefore liability. Understood? Correct. I think then this also balance sheet unit draw. Even though we have not started balance sheet, but you have done it. Even though we have not started balance sheet, but asset you know, liability you know. Okay, balance sheet tell it. Correct. So 6 also you have done super easy questions. Now you may be thinking, sir, why you are taking sort of, these all questions are very simple. But life is not so simple. Correct. Don't expect this type of question in exam. Correct. Chalo, ठीक है. But initial level to you have understood. Now, what was the last adjustment? Normal loss, abnormal loss. Any doubt in that? What is journal entry for normal loss? No separate journal entry. What is the journal entry for abnormal loss? Abnormal loss to purchase or trading account. And if abnormal loss is uninsured, then it will be transferred to, what is journal entry? PL account debit to abnormal loss. If it is insured, some amount is receivable, claim receivable, PL account debit to abnormal loss. Understood? Whether you will forget anytime? Never. This journal entry never forget, because I see, I think you forget this journal entry, they always ask this journal entry. Correct. Very simple now. If you know concept, you can form journal entry in exam hall. If you don't know concept, then even though you have do rectification, that you will forget. Correct. So rectification student can pass only when same question is asked in exam. But conceptual student can pass even though different question they ask in exam. This is the difference between rectification and conceptual student. So come to, what was the point number done? So after K what will come? L. That on goods sent on approval basis. Goods sent on approval basis. However, there is one chapter, goods sent on sale on approval basis. There is one separate chapter. But normally in this chapter, they require that adjustment. They give such adjustment. So I am just giving some brief knowledge about that chapter. Detailed discussion we done on that chapter whenever we'll do. So goods sent on approval basis. Sometime what happen, we'll give some goods to customer that if you like, then okay. If you do not like, return it. So that is goods sold on approval basis. Till you approve, it is not sold. Once you have given approval, it become a sale. Means suppose if I have given some goods on approval basis and till now you have not given approval, it means my stock lying in your premises. So whether it is a sale, it is not a sale, it is my stock lying in your premises. So it is just like closing stock. But normally what happen, whenever we transfer goods on approval basis, it might happen we have done journal entry of sale. So if you have done journal entry of sale, what journal entry already we have done? Debtor account debit to sales. Correct now. For example, sales, total sales is 1 lakh, out of which goods, out of which goods on approval basis is 25,000. Correct? Understood? And out of this, approval received is for 10,000. Means no approval received for how much? 15,000. My question to you all, what is my total sales of that year? No, 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 not 1 lakh. It is only 1 lakh minus what? 15,000. Because if you have not received approval, that is not sale, that is your stock lying in the premises of customer. It means sales will be 1 lakh minus 15,000. Means you need to reverse journal entry of how many sales? 15,000. So what is the journal entry for reversing this? Batao. If you want to nullify that sales, what journal entry will do? Reverse the entry. Means sales account debit to debtor. This journal entry you will do. Automatically the now sales will become 1 lakh minus 15,000. And now this stock is our stock. So can I say we need to record closing stock journal entry? So we need to increase closing stock. We need to increase closing stock. So what journal entry will do? Closing stock account debit to what? Closing stock account debit to what? What is journal entry for closing stock adjustment? Stock account debit to trading or purchase. The closing stock account debit to trading right now, or you can add on purchase. This journal entry will be done with sale price. This journal entry will be done with what? Stock will come at cost price or sale price? Stock will be recorded at cost price or sale price? Cost price. So this journal entry will be done at cost price. Means suppose on 15,000, 2,000 is the profit. So your cost is what? 13,000. So this journal entry you will do with 15,000 and this journal entry you will do with 13,000. These two adjustment is required. Have you understood? Detailed discussion in that chapter. But I hope you have understood. So any goods which are sold on approval basis and approval not received, so actually that is not a sale, that is our closing stock. Therefore we need to do this following adjustment entry. Correct? Yes sir. Right on. Right on. If goods are sold to customer on approval or return basis, it should not be treated as sale till the time till the time approval received from customer. Understood? Correct? Therefore, if such goods are lying with customer and approval has not been received on or before on or before year end on or before year end, then such goods are treated as stock lying with customer. Lying with customer. Correct? If such transaction if such transaction is not yet recorded as sale. Understood? If such transaction, yes, such goods, write down. If such goods is not yet recorded as sale, correct? Then following adjustment entry is required at year end. Y means what? Year end. So if such goods is not yet recorded as sale, so not recorded as sale, so reversal of sale is not required. If you have not yet recorded a sale, will you reverse it? No. So only stock entry is required. Are you getting? Means in my previous example I said that this 1 lakh includes goods for which approval has not been received. Means it is recorded as sale. So if it is recorded as sale, first reverse it and then pass journal entry for stock. But if it is not recorded as sale, thank you very much. बोलना yes or no? Then only we need to pass journal entry for stock. Only we need to pass journal entry with stock for stock. Write down. Then journal entry will be stock lying with customer account debit to trading account or purchase account. It is as simple as closing stock, na? But in balance you will write down stock lying with customer. So there are two types of stock. Now stock lying in our premises, stock lying with customer. Both are stock. Correct? This journal entry will be done with cost price or sale price? Stock always at what? Cost price. Stock always at cost price. Have you understood this point? But I don't. If such goods are already recorded as what? Sale. Then following adjustment entry is required then following adjustment entry is required. First journal entry what? बोलो. Sales account debit to sales account debit debtor means sales will decrease and data will also decrease. With what? Sale price means you need to decrease sale, you need to decrease data also. So decrease sale in trading account, decrease data in balance sheet by the amount of sale price. Correct. And then what journal entry? Stock lying with customer account debit to what? Trading account or purchase account. Trading account or purchase account with what price? Cost price. So there are four effects. This is decrease in sale, this is decrease in debtor, this is increase in stock, and this is what? Decrease in purchase or write down in the credit side of trading account. Have you understood? Have you understood this point? Correct. For this detailed discussion we'll take many questions also in which chapter? Sales or return basis. However, if they have given this point as an adjustment, you should be able to do it. Therefore, I have informed you. Chalega? Have you understood? Chalo. This you have understood. Now come to point number M. This point number M already we have done in our initial classes. Means basically we have done most of the point in initial class. Depreciation we have done in initial classes. Accrual concept we have done. Stock adjustment we have done. So in final account only we are doing revision of all our initial concept. Correct now? This final account is actually revision of our initial concept. Understood what I am saying? Correct now? So all this adjustment already we have covered in some previous classes. Got it what I am saying? Now point number M is what? Write down. Goods used for any other purpose. For any other purpose other than what? Sale. Very good. You remember this also we have done. Goods used for self consumption, goods given as donation, already we have done. Now only they will give some adjustment. We will do that. So you will give me journal entry. Huh? Point number 1. Goods distributed as donation or charity. बताओ what journal entry? Charity expense or donation expense? Account debit to what? Very good. To donation account debit or charity expense account debit to what? Purchase. What are the two effect? This expense will go to what? Debit side of? This expense will go to debit side of PL account, and purchase will increase or decrease? Decrease. Understood two effect? There is no need to write down na. So this will be debited to PL and this is reduced from purchase in which account? Trading account. Correct. Then point number 2. Goods distributed as free sample what journal entry? Free samples account debit to purchase. Can you write down the two effect by your own? This free sample account will be debited to is an expense now. Debited to which account? PL account and reduced from purchase. Correct. Write down by your own. Written. Then goods are used by proprietor for self consumptions. Self consumption means personal use. But then it will be what? Drawing account debit to what? Purchase. Drawing account debit to purchase. Very good. So drawing account debit to purchase. So drawing account debit means it will go where? Very good. Reduce from capital in what? Balance sheet. And reduce from purchase in trading account. Very simple. Correct. Point number 4. Written. Already we have done. These all points we have covered. I am just giving that yes we have done all the points. Correct. Then down goods used for construction of building. Understood this point? It is quite possible, suppose you are a cement dealer and you are constructing building. So you will provide cement to for construction. Na? So you are cement dealer. So your stock has been used for the construction of building. So what journal entry? Building. Now building is for office purpose. Suppose building is for business purpose. Then what journal entry? Building will increase. So what journal entry? Building account debit to what? Building account debit to purchase. So building account debit means what? It will be added to building in balance sheet, added to building in balance sheet and reduced from purchase in trading account. Write down. Write down. When goods, next point, goods are used for maintenance of machinery. Understood? For maintenance of plant and machinery. Mean there are some repair and maintenance required for that plant and machinery. For example, we also require some repair expense in camera or PC. And suppose we are the dealer of that goods. So we will use that goods for the maintenance. Correct. Now so our repair and maintenance expense will increase and purchase will decrease. So what journal entry? Repair and you can say repair and maintenance expense. Are you getting what I am saying? Maintenance expense account debit to what? Purchase. Means in all these one point is common what? Reduce from purchase. Understood. So this will be debited to PL. This is reduced from purchase. Correct. Then point number 6. Goods are used by employee. Goods are used by employee and adjusted with yes adjusted with their salary. Have you understood? What journal entry? Salaries account debit with debit to purchase. Now, one doubt will come. This all journal entries will be done at cost price or sale price of goods? Always cost price. Whenever we say purchase, purchase means cost price, sales means sale price. So whenever you are doing journal entry with purchase, so it means cost price. Whenever you are doing journal entry for sale, sales means sale price. Correct? So all these journal entry will be done with cost price. So sometimes they give sale price as well as cost price to confuse you. So all these journal entry will be done at cost price. Correct? I don't. One note. I don't. All the above adjustment will be recorded at cost price of goods, at the cost price of goods. Done. This also you have understood. Correct. Done. So this was adjustment number. Now write down N. Write down commission based on profit. Commission based on profit. Based on profit. Sometime it might happen that there is one agreement with employee that will provide commission to you if we earn profit. So we'll give you salary plus commission. Salary will be fixed, commission will be based on profit. So it means when profit is known, then only commission is payable. If there is a loss, no commission. Correct? So the rate of commission is based on profit. So it means, can I say it is commission expense? And because, can I say, it is calculated at year end, it is not yet paid, so it is payable. So what journal entry you will do? Commission account debit to commission payable. Commission account debit to commission payable. So what journal entry you will do? Commission expense account debit to commission payable. Have you understood this point? So commission expense will be debited to, this will be debited to what? PL, and commission payable will go to what? Liability side of balance sheet. Understood? But for this now they will try to confuse you by giving some rate. Let us take some example. Example means they may confuse you. Let's see what type of confusion. Suppose there is one manager. Manager is an employee, na? Manager is entitled to commission at a rate of 10% of profit before charging such commission. Before charging such commission. Before charging such commission. Before charging such commission. Means just try to understand. First we calculate gross profit. From which account? Trading account. From this we deduct indirect expenses. We deduct all indirect expenses. Correct? And in this we'll add all other income. All other income will be added. So can I say this become profit before deducting commission? The commission so is not yet calculated now. So this become profit before what? Before commission. Are you getting what I am saying? Before commission. So this become profit before commission. And from this we deduct what? Commission. So this become profit after commission. profit after commission na. Are you getting what I am saying? Profit after commission, this become profit after commission. Now just try to understand what I am saying. Suppose they have given profit before commission is 1 lakh. In the question they have given na, they have given manager is entitled to commission at a rate of 10% of profit before charging commission, is profit before commission. Then commission is what? 10,000. And the answer become what? 90,000. Done. Simple. Very simple. Very simple. Have you understood this? This was very simple question. So suppose this is given. Thank you very much na. If not given, you can calculate. You can calculate by using this formula na. Means from trading account, PL account you can calculate. Are you getting what I am saying? The profit before commission you can calculate, and once you calculate profit before commission, commission will be 10% of profit before commission. Correct? I think in this example no doubt. But let me take another example. In that example doubt will come. Example. Manager is entitled to commission at the rate of 10% of profit. But which profit? After charging. Means now they want to test your mathematics skills. Are you getting? Means in account they are testing what? Mathematics. अरे ये क्या मतलब है? ऐसे we are have one mathematics subject. ऐसे we are dying there. In accounts also you are asking mathematics. ना इंसाफी ना. चलो. So what they say, manager is entitled to commission at a rate of 10%, but 10% of what? Profit after charging commission. Let me give you some information. Suppose gross profit I have given 10 lakh, and suppose indirect expense other than commission is 5 lakh. So can you give me what will be the commission? Commission will be how much? Apply mathematics. I have given one example na. If it is 10% of before charging commission, so 10% of profit before charging commission 1 lakh. So 1 lakh ka 10% directly you have applied. But in this case 10% of not 1 lakh. In this case 10% of 90,000. But 90,000 is not known to us because we don't know commission right now. So apply mathematics skills. Do you know mathematics? Have you understood what I have given? Calculated. Calculate. Everyone should be given time. Bata. Done. Done. How much? 50,000. Means I want commission. 4 lakh, how many you are saying? Means what you have done? Huh? This is the profit before commission na? PBC means what? So this is what? How much? 5 lakh. Then what you have done? Commission is how much? 10% of what? 50,000. So it is coming 50,000 na? Are commission. How many are saying commission is 50,000? But that is not correct. If life is so simple, then to everyone becomes even na? Anyone giving some other answer? What? चलो ठीक है. Okay. He is correct. Just try to understand one thing. Mathematics means what? Can we apply 10% on this? Because 10% is the rate on profit after charging commission. Means just try to understand, minus commission, then this become profit after commission na. But if you don't know commission, do you know this? So 10% is applied on profit after commission. Not able to understand. In previous question, what was this? 10% of profit before charging commission. So I have given you PBC only. I have given you PBC how much? 1 lakh. So 1 lakh ka 10% you have done. Because 10% is on what? That 10% is on commission. Commission you are calculating na lakh. 10% is on profit before commission. And what I have given? Profit before commission in this question. It means 10% you can apply on 1 lakh. And 1 lakh ka 10% 10,000. The profit after commission is what? 90,000. But in this question, I have given you profit before commission only. But rate is on what? 10% on profit after commission. So can you apply 10% on 5 lakh? Are bolna re. You can't apply 10% on profit before commission because 10% will be applied on profit after commission. But if you don't know commission, can you calculate profit after commission? ये तो mathematics है. Means there is some variable element. Whenever variable, take x. You know x. You have some x. You don't have x. Y. You have y. You don't have y also. I am asking about yourself. Don't say about him or her. Correct. You don't have x. Create, Ray. Create. Normally we should have x also, na? X means what? X factor. What you are thinking? What you are thinking? You should have x factor. And x factor only wins in real life. Do you have some x factor? I was discussing what x factor. What you thought? अरे तो कितना दिमाग में मैल है? Are you able to understand? Means I am saying something different. You are thinking about something different. This is what gandagi. Are you able to understand? Means normally we are attracted toward unnecessary activities. We are human being. We'll always attracted where there is nothing, no gain. We are attracted there. And whenever there is some pain, we are not attracted there. We always are attracted where there is no gain. You know, our mind, this is suppose our mind, huh? First though we have small memory. Small memory. Correct now? Suppose this memory is, I think you might, I don't know about you, but chalo, let us assume you, this is 2 TB. TB, you know? You know na? Suppose this is 2 TB. In this 2 TB, this is initially it was empty. Then you started your classes from nursery. Then you came to class 1, 2, whatever, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 foundation came. During these years now, 90% is what bakwas यहाँ पर. Bakwas. And because of that bakwas, you are attracted toward bakwas only. And 10% space is left. That is for class purpose. And कहाँ जाएगा वो? Means if you want to study and retain something, first you delete bakwas thing or necessary thing. But नहीं होता ना. वो delete अच्छा means whatever we study in class ना, in next class that is deleted. You will not delete bakwas thing. So ultimately the first class if I taught you 10%, you full हो गया. Now second class deleted. Permanently deleted. Understand what is happening? And believe me, this is our common sense. We are actually attracted towards unnecessary things. Means if you want to become successful, you should control your mind. Start controlling your mind. If you can control yourself, you can control entire world. Are you getting what I am saying? If you have that power, that you will not allow your mind to deviate. If that power you got, then everything is possible. Everything is possible. It is very difficult, but once achieved, it will be achieved forever. So try to build focus. If you can focus on one thing, it means you can control. Are you getting what I am saying? One day, what you do? Try to study in front of everyone. TV, mobile, everything you keep. And try to concentrate. Can you concentrate for 1 hour? No, you can't. And in that situation, if you can concentrate, it means you have all that power. Are you getting? But hoga nahi. Better leave that. Now come to an empty hall. Means one vacant room. There is no TV, there is no mobile, nothing. Only you, and try to study. If that time also you can't concentrate, what will happen पता है? In empty hall you'll meet someone. क्या कर रही होगी? मतलब अरे नहीं, your sister, I'm saying about your sister. तो क्या कर रहा होगा? मेरा भाई क्या कर रहा होगा? What do you thought? Sister ना? हाँ, correct. Just try to understand what I am saying. You will not be able to concentrate at that. Try for 2-3 days. 1 hour study and only study. If you can only study, it means you can control your mind. And if you are deviated, means some work is required on that part. And for CA student, this is more important. That can you concentrate? Can you concentrate for 1 hour at least? In classroom also, believe me, you can't sit like this. Oh, क्या हो रहा है? Sometimes you'll do like this. Because you can't sit at one place. Understood? Sometimes I am saying about someone, you start thinking about someone. होता है. So that is also required. Can you concentrate? If you can do, means CA is very easy. So first you need to, and this is the point of time where you need to learn that. Are you getting? So what I want to say, just someday what you do, 1 hour you are not supposed to think about, only study, study, study. It will take 5 days to gain that control. But 5 days, sit silently at one place for 1 hour. Means if someone is calling, you should not think about that. You should concentrate on your studies. You are not supposed to move from that place. And focus on study. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6, 7, 8, 9 days हो सकता है. But at some point you will find that yes, you are able to control your mind. And that is required. Correct. So I hope whatever I was saying that you have understood. So in this case, mathematics तो you know ना. Mathematics you let क्या करेंगे? Let PAC means what? B what x? लो. It means commission is equal to 10% of x. Means 0.10x. Means now we can form one equation. What is our profit before commission? What is our profit before commission? 5 lakh minus what? 0.10x is equal to what? X. Now we can solve it. So this will be what? 5 lakh. 5 lakh. This will become 1.10x. This you know na mathematics. This you all know na. I'm assuming you know mathematics. This has been done. Done. Thank you very much. Done na. Correct. Now you can solve x. X is equal to what? 5 lakh divided by what? 1.10 is equal to what? 454545. This is profit after commission, but you need to calculate commission. So commission is equal to what? 5 lakh minus what? 454545 is equal to what? 45,000 455, this become commission. Have you understood? So you can calculate in this way. So I was saying, I was informing you that use some mathematics skills, use that mathematics skills, correct? Are you able to understand? But I will give you one shortcut. Shortcut is required. This much wrong calculation you will not do, correct? Now so I'll just give one shortcut. Shortcut is what? Commission is equal to profit before commission into what? 10 by 110. Apply this formula, same amount will come. Check karo. This is not jadoo, this is mathematics, huh? I will explain this point, but not now, in some other chapter. Right now I don't want to go into mathematics. But same answer is coming or not? So we can apply this formula. We can apply this formula now. So whenever, can I say, whenever profit rate is based on profit after charging commission, apply 10 by 110. Are you getting? Means R by 100 plus R. This 10 is the R na, rate of interest. So R by 100 plus R, that become one formula. I will explain this formula but not in this chapter, because I don't want to deviate right now from this chapter. In some other chapter I will only explain, don't worry. But I hope you have understood what I want to say, correct? So can I give one conclusion? What is the conclusion? That point number one, if commission, yeah, if rate of commission, I don't, if rate of commission is based on profit before charging commission, commission is equal to PBC, means what? Profit before commission into R by 100. R means rate. So if it is before commission, then to easily R by 100. Point number two, if rate of commission is based on what? Profit what? Bolo, profit after charging. After charging means after deducting. Charging means deducting. Charging means deducting. After charging, I am using the word charging because in exam they will use also charging. Correct now? Then what is the commission formula? So we'll say profit before commission only, because in exam they will give you PBC only. So profit before commission into what? R by 100 plus R. R by 100 plus R. So R by 100 plus R. Understood? So always in exam just find out the rate is on profit after charging commission is on profit before charging commission. Normally in exam they give point number 2. Normally they will give point number 2. Understood? Once we calculate commission, then the journal entry will be commission account debit to commission payable. Chalega? This also done. Then come to next point. Point number O. That on interest on capital and drawing. Interest on capital and drawing. We all know that honor and business are separate due to separate entity concept. So can I say on capital, business will pay interest to whom? Honor. And on drawing, business will charge commission from honor. So my question to you all, interest on capital, listen and say, listen and say. Interest on capital will be income or expense of business. Interest on capital will be income or expense of business. चेंज कर दिया. अरे business will pay interest or receive interest on capital. Business will pay interest or receive interest. Pay interest na. Pay interest because they are receiving capital from whom? So they will pay interest na. So that become expense, and interest on drawing they will receive. So that become income. Correct. So interest on capital is what? Expense. So can you give me journal entry for interest on capital? बताओ. Interest on capital. बताओ. Interest on capital you said expense. So what journal entry? Interest on capital account debit to. Interest on capital account debit to capital ना. तो interest on capital account debit to capital. बताओ. Interest on capital will be transferred where? Debit or credit side? So it will be debited to what? PL. And this will be added to what? Added na. Added to capital in balance sheet. Similarly, point number B, for interest on drawing, can you give me the journal entry? No, will not say drawing account debit, capital account debit. Capital account debit ना. अरे बोलना रे. Capital account debit to what? Interest on drawing. So interest on drawing is income or expense. So it will be credited to what? PL. And this will be reduced from capital in balance sheet. Simple. Have you understood? Correct. Now I am just giving you one concept about capital account. Capital account. How to draw capital account? बताओ. Opening balance will come in debit side or credit side? Opening balance will come in debit side or credit side? By balance brought down, this will come. Understood? Correct. Now, any additional capital introduced? Any additional capital introduced? What will be journal entry? Any additional capital introduced? What will be journal entry? Bank account debit to capital. Very good. So can I say, if any additional capital introduced during the year, so we'll say buy cash or bank? Buy cash or bank na? So this is additional capital. Additional capital. Correct. Understood. Interest on capital. What will be journal entry? Interest on capital to capital. The capital account will be debited or credited? Credited. So write down buy interest on capital. Correct. Understood. Similarly, drawing account will be closed by transfer to which account? Drawing account will be closed by transfer to which account? Capital account. So what will be journal entry? If you want capital account debit to drawing, so capital account debit to drawing means there will be one drawing account also na. So drawing account will be always closed by transfer to which account? Capital account. Interest on drawing, what journal entry? Capital account debit to interest on drawing. Interest on drawing. Correct. Understood. Net profit means PL account. PL account will be closed by transfer to which account? Capital account. Means if net profit, what journal entry? PL account debit to? Very good. Excellent. So by PL account? Excellent. This is net profit. Net profit now. If net loss, then what journal entry? Capital account debit to? Net, sorry, to PL. Correct now. 2PL means net loss. Understood. And can I say this will be closing balance? To balance carried down. Balance carried down. And this will be transferred to balance sheet. This will be written in the outer column of balance sheet now. Balance sheet. Have you understood? Have you understood? Means can I say in this way? Ki additional capital will increase capital. Interest on capital will increase capital. Net profit will increase capital. Drawing will decrease capital. Interest on drawing will decrease capital. And net loss will decrease capital. So we can do plus minus also in balance sheet. So normally we don't prepare capital account. For shortcut we do plus minus in balance sheet only in capital account. Means we write on opening balance plus additional capital plus interest on capital plus net profit minus drawing minus interest on drawing minus net loss if any. That become closing balance. Closing balance will go where? In the outer column balance sheet. So we can do plus minus also to save our time in exam, or we can prepare about capital account. Your choice. Have you understood? Correct. Simple. Simple. Correct. It means can I say we can also calculate profit from capital account? Means suppose all information given, only this information not given, so we can calculate profit also from capital account. So sometime they will give information and they will say calculate profit, not from SOPL, from which account? Capital account. They can ask, can check your presence of mind. So suppose if I give this example, write down. Before that, write down one note. Note write down. Drawing will include point number A, income tax paid. Any income tax paid, already I have said, will be personal expense. So income tax paid will be drawing. Income tax paid. Point number B, life insurance. Life insurance premium paid. Life insurance premium paid means life insurance of proprietor na. The premium is paid by business. So it is a personal expense. Correct. Point number C, household expense paid. Household expenses paid. Household expenses means personal expense. Understood. Then write down personal expense also write down. Personal expense paid. So they may give you this type of information. So don't be confused. These all are drawing. All are drawing only. We deduct from capital. Correct. Write down one example now. From the following, information, calculate net profit. Understood? From the following information, calculate net profit. Write down. Capital as on 1/4/2020 is 2 lakh. Capital as on 31st March 2021 is 5 lakh. Correct. Drawing 50,000. Income tax paid 10,000. Interest on capital 2,000. Additional capital introduced 1 lakh. Can you calculate? Draw capital account, huh? Don't do plus minus. Draw capital account. Means you need to inform. In exam, always write and inform. You can't do in calculator, huh? You need to draw capital account. Done? What answer you are getting? 2 lakh. So can you give me opening balance how much I have given? Then drawing how much I have given? Then income tax paid. You have written debit side now. Then additional capital 1 lakh. Then interest on capital 2,000. And closing balance 5 lakh. You have done in this way only. The balancing figure is coming how much? 2 lakh 58. Everyone getting 2 lakh 58,000? Correct. Then one this type of question may be asked. They will give some information about only capital item and say they will ask how much profit has been transferred to capital account. So balancing figure done. Over. This is also done. Now I'm just winding up the chapter. Chapter is over. Correct now. Chapter is over. We'll take many questions after this. Just write down. Next point. What is the point? Write down. Next concept write down. Point adjustment done. Adjustment done. Write down. Calculation of correct profit. Calculation of correct profit. Sometimes what will happen? They will give profit before adjustment, or they may give you some profit with errors. Correct now. So you need to find out correct profit. Correct. Suppose they give. I'm just giving you. Suppose they give profit before some adjustment. Before adjustment. Now I'll give you some adjustment. You will do plus or minus. Understood? Suppose they have given profit before adjustment. I'll give you adjustment. You need to either that adjustment will be added, will increase profit or decrease profit. Correct? Have you understood? Means can I say if that adjustment increase expenses, so your profit will decrease. If that adjustment will decrease expenses means your profit will increase. So think logically. Think logically. But the outstanding expense decrease means expense will increase means profit will decrease. Understood? Means can I say if you know the concept you can do by your own. Minus any outstanding expense. Correct? Bolo. Similarly, any prepaid expense what will do? Will do add now. So write down prepaid expense will be added. Prepaid expense will be added. Correct? Bolo. Plus prepaid expense. This you understood. Similarly, any accrued income means outstanding income. Accrued income is income receivable. So income receivable is an income of which year? Income receivable means income of current year not yet received in current year will be received in future. So income receivable is what? Income of current year is not an income of current year. Income of current year, so it will be added. Correct now. So plus any outstanding income or accrued income. Correct now. Or we can say accrued income and pre-received income. Now this is plus, that is minus only. That is only simple. So pre-received income is not an income of current year. So that will be deducted now. So we'll say minus pre-received income. Have you understood this point? Understood. So this type of adjustment they will ask. We can do it to find out correct profit. To find out correct profit, this type of question can be asked. Sometimes they will say some capital expenditure has been wrongly charged to PL. So some capital expenditure has been wrongly charged to PL. Means suppose you purchase one laptop. So what jana entry? Laptop account debit to bank. But laptop was charged to what? PL. Means it has been considered as an expense. So it means wrongly charged to PL means your profit has decreased. To correct it, what you will do? Increase profit. So if there is such item given, you will do add plus now. Plus capital expenditure wrongly debited to what? PL account. Understood this point? Wrongly debited to PL account as expense. So we'll add back to find out correct profit. I've just given one hint. This type of question may come. There can be some other information also based on our concept. We need to do plus minus. We will apply our concept. There can be some other information given. Apply your concept and do it. Correct? Yes, sir. Then I don't. Next point. I'm just trying to complete the chapter. Then once we complete, we'll take all the questions. Then I don't balance sheet. Till now I'm not given any notes for balance sheet. Now balance sheet. Balance sheet is a account or statement. Okay. So balance sheet is prepared in which book? That nala hai. Abhi you are saying it is not an account. ledger means account na. The balance sheet prepared where? In a piece of paper, not book. There are only two books, journal and ledger. Correct? The balance sheet write down. Point number A. Balance sheet is a statement which shows what? Very good. Which shows financial position. Financial position of what? Business. But position of what? Very good. Assets and liabilities. Assets and liability at a particular point of time. At a particular date, write down. At a particular date. That is year end. Normally we'll prepare balance sheet at year end, na? So at year end, so it will give the position of assets liability at year end. What is the balance of that asset, balance of that liability at that point of time, at that particular point of time. Correct. Write down. Point number B. It is a statement of, can you say real and personal account? It is a statement of real and personal account. Am I correct? Personal account. Can you say it is prepared after trial balance? Correct. So it is prepared from trial balance, right down. From trial balance after preparing what? After preparing trading MPL account. So normally first we prepare trading, then we prepare PL and then balance sheet. But in exam we'll prepare all together. Correct? How to prepare all together I will inform you. Correct? Write down in this. Write down. Grouping of assets in balance sheet. Balance sheet. Grouping of asset. So can I say there are many assets? So similar assets should be grouped together. Similar assets should be grouped together. For example, in balance sheet, we write down fixed asset and we write down total. We don't write down plant and machinery, building. We write, but normally if you see balance sheet, they will say fixed asset. Under that they will write down what? All asset. So that become grouping. So similar asset will be grouped together. So that is known as grouping. That is known as grouping. So there are two ways of grouping of asset. How to group that we need to understand. Right on. This theoretical point. Right on. Asset may be grouped in any one of the following ways. Point number 1, based on the order of liquidity. Point number 1, based on the order of liquidity. Liquid means what? Liquidity means asset which can be realized in cash easily. Means most liquid asset is cash. Can I say that are also liquid? because that will be realized in cash. Are you getting? But if I say fixed asset are not liquid, so normally that are for use purpose, not for sale purpose. So that become what? Least liquid asset. So in the order of liquidity, first we write down most liquid asset, and then at the end we write down most permanent asset. Are you getting? So most liquid to least liquid, that will be the order. Are you getting? So in this write down, the order will be in this way. First we write down current asset. In current asset, the first item will be cash in hand. Then cash at bank. Then so on. Whatever is there. Then we write down investment. Investment. And then we write down fixed asset. In fixed asset also, first we write down tangible asset. Tangible. And then we write down intangible asset. Intangible asset. Are you getting what I am saying? So this become the order of what? Order. Means in exam they may ask you in the order of liquidity, first item will be what? Cash in hand. Last item will be what? Intangible asset. This type of question they may ask. Correct? Have you understood? The second way is what? Based on order of permanence. Order of means most permanent asset will be shown first. Fixed asset will be shown first. Means reverse of what? Liquidity. So order of permanence. Permanence means permanent asset will be shown first. Correct? So in this first we write down fixed asset. Just reverse. In fixed asset also first we write intangible. Intangible and then we write down what? Tangible. Because intangible asset cannot be sold easily. Correct now. So first we write down intangible, then we write down tangible. And then investment. Then what? Current asset. In current asset also last item will be what? Understood? So there can be many current assets. The last item will be cash at bank. Cash in hand. Cash in hand will be last item. Before that you can write down cash at bank. Understood? Understood. This base means permanence order means most permanent to least permanent. This is commonly used. Means normally we use this format for asset. Normally we write down fixed asset first, then at the end we write down cash in hand. Correct? But there is no format for proprietorship balance sheet. Therefore, in exam we can use any format. We can write down any item first, any item last, because there is no prescribed format. If there is no format, we can use as we like. So in exam, from examination point, we will not follow any order. But if you are preparing balance sheet of company, the company has some specific format. That format need to be used. But right now we are not preparing final account of companies. It is for proprietorship. So for proprietorship and partnership, there is no format. It become easy from exam point of view. कुछ भी लिख दो. Balance sheet to tally. Are you getting what I am saying? Are you able to understand? So this is only for theoretical purpose, not from practical question purpose. So commonly we use this. Commonly used. Commonly used. However, this order of liquidity is normally used by banking company, because can I say for bank cash is most important. Cash, how much cash you have, how much liquid asset you have, that is become more important. So this is commonly used by banking company, banking and other financial institution or any other financial companies. Financial companies financial institution write down. Company, I will not use that word. Understood? So they may ask you the order of liquidity is used by which type of organizations, the banking companies, financial institution. Normally we use order of permanence. Correct? Have you understood this point? Similarly, can I say we should also understand grouping of liabilities? So this was which point number? D. D ka 1 and this was 2 actually. I don't 2. Then point number E. Then grouping of liabilities. Correct? In this write down. Liabilities may be also grouped in following two ways. Point number 1, least urgent to most urgent. Most urgent means what? The liability which need to be paid first. So least to most. I don't. Least urgent to most urgent. Normally we use this format. Commonly used. Understood? बताओ. Which liability is least urgent for payment basis means capital. The first item will be capital. So capital are liability because of which concept? Separate entity concept. But actually it is not a liability. I have informed you somewhere because that is the amount payable to owner. The amount payable to owner is not a liability, but it is written in the liability side because of which concept? Separate entity concept. Correct? So commonly used. So in this the first item will be capital. Then long term liability. Long term liability. Suppose you have taken bank loan for 5 years. So it need to be paid after 5 years. Correct now. And after this we write down current liability. Current liability means which is payable as soon as possible. For example, creditor, etc. Creditor, that become current liability. I have given the definition of current liability in initial chapters. Any amount which is payable within 12 months from balance sheet date. You remember that is the meaning of current liability. This become the order. Second is what? Just reverse. Most urgent to least urgent. Normally this is not used anywhere. I will say not used practically. We don't use for any company this because capital should be first item always. Honor should be given importance na. So capital should be first item. But normally we don't use this format. So in this just reverse. First what? Current liability. Then what? Long term liability. And then what? Capital. Understood? Write down one note. There is no specific format for balance sheet and statement of PL SOPL in case of proprietorship, in case of sole proprietorship, and partnership. and therefore from examination point of view we can use any format. We can use any format. Understood? With this chapter completed. Chapter completed, questions not completed. Correct. Chapter is completed. So let us take some questions for practice, because of course there are some questions which you require my help. Let us start doing some questions, because when I will do now you will get more confidence. Can I start taking some questions if you permit me? Bolo. Chalo. Let us take. Come to illustration number 7. Chalo. What is given? The balance sheet of Thapar on 1st April 2019 was as follows. Okay. They have given only balance sheet. So plant and machinery, furniture and fixture, trade receivable, cash and bank, inventories, trade payable, expense payable, capital. Okay, okay, sir. So this is the balance sheet as on which date? 1st April 2019. Yes, it means opening balance sheet they have given. Balance sheet at year beginning they have given. But normally we prepare balance sheet at year end. Means of course they will ask balance sheet at year end. Let's see what they have given. During 2019-20, his profit and loss account revealed a net profit. Means already PL account is prepared. Means they don't ask, they are not asking to prepare PL account. PL account is prepared and net profit is given. This was after allowing for the polling. This is after allowing. After allowing means already the adjustment has been done. After allowing means what? Interest on capital at a rate of 6% per annum. Means interest on capital is already expense or income. So already deducted from this net profit. Thank you very much. Depreciation already deducted. Thank you very much. Depreciation on both has been deducted. Thank you very much. A provision for doubtful debt at a rate of 5% on trade receivable as on 31st March. The provision is also deducted. Thank you very much. Correct only. बोलना रही. But while preparing PL account, he had forgotten to provide low. Means there is some error. I said nah. Last concept. There may be some net profit with some error. So they have forgotten. Check करेंगे what they have forgotten. Outstanding expense. Oh, अच्छा. Prepaid insurance. Oh, अच्छा. Then they have given current asset and liability as on 31st March they have given. Thank you very much. We want inventory at year end. We want trade receivable at year end. We want cash at year end. Trade payable at year end. During the year he withdraw 6 lakh for domestic use. Domestic means domestic use. Domestic means domestic. Correct. Got it. But simple or complicated? Draw balance sheet. Let us draw balance sheet. Bolo. So we are doing question number. You will do. I will do. This is illustration 7. Huh? Always write down page number also. Otherwise you will not be able to find out this is which page number is what? 7.16. Correct. So can I say balance sheet they have required. But let us first do some working note. But the working note first will be what? Calculation of what? Correct net profit. Correct net profit. What is the profit given? Profit given how much? 15 lakh 30,000. But the outstanding expense minus or plus? Outstanding expense how much? But the outstanding expense, one effect you have given, the other effect will go where? Balance sheet. It will come in which side? Liability side of balance sheet. That you should keep in your mind. Then prepaid expense, na? Insurance. So prepaid insurance what you will do? पक्का ना? ऐसे नहीं माइनस हुआ तो प्लस होगा. You have understood ना? Who will explain why it is plus? I'm asking why you are boy? Because I am boy. ये क्या है यार? Means why prepaid insurance? But it is an expense of which year? Current year or next year? Next year. Therefore deduct. Simple. It is not an expense of current year. So expense. It is not an expense of current year. So can I say it will reduce expense? Reduce expense will be, it will increase profit. So reduction in expense will increase profit. So therefore we have added to profit. Understood? So this is what amount? So this is minus. Can you give me correct profit? 13,70,000. Now who will prepare balance sheet? Sir, both will prepare. Write down balance sheet. Balance sheet of Mr. Thapar. Mr. Thapar ना? THA थप्पर है क्या? थप्पर. As at which date? Year end 31st March 2000. 31st March or 12? Is it March na? At year end. March only. So March 2020. 20 ना रे. 2 कहाँ से आ गया? वाह रे वाह. बताओ. Balance sheet one by one. Can we start with asset side? Draw properly because this is main solution. No conjugacy in line marna. Correct na? You know how to do line marna? You are expert in that? Even I am not expert in that. I was expert, but now after marriage, no expertise. Correct, Ray? After marriage, my life become boring. Huh? Huh? What you are thinking? मजा तो आता है ना. बहुत. अच्छा, I am writing PM. Will you write PM? It become Prime Minister, huh? देखो, don't take any risk. Write down full plant and machinery. In class also write down full plant and machinery. I to become CA. I am married also. अरे बोलना रे. तो my life is boring. You write full. Right. Plant and machinery. So can I say plant and machinery will come after depreciation? Depreciation they have given. But how much they have given? First opening balance how much? 30 lakh. In a column you can write down 30 lakh minus depreciation 10% they have said. So 3 lakh. What is the closing balance? 27 lakh. Then what? Batao. One by one. Furniture and fixture opening balance how much they have given? 3 lakh minus depreciation. How much percentage they have given? 5% means 15,000. So what is the closing balance? 2 lakh 75. Wow, wow. 85,000. 85,000. Then they have given what? Bull. Trade receivable. How much? but they have given provision for doubtful debt also. We should create what? Less provision for doubtful debt. At what rate? 5% will be how much? 1 lakh. It become how much? 19 lakh. Then bank. I think, achha, 20 lakh you have given closing balance na? I am not seeing question. 20 lakh is closing balance you have given na? Thank you very much. Bank. Bank, how much closing balance they have given? 10 lakh. 35,000. Okay, sir. Then inventory, how much they have given? Closing balance, huh? 14 lakh 50,000. And there is one prepaid insurance. Very good. Prepaid insurance will also come. Prepaid insurance, how much? 20,000. Done. Asset side completed. Then capital, how much opening balance they have given? 50 lakh. But what are the item, adjustment item? There is one net profit. Correct net profit you write down na? So how much correct net profit batao? 13 lakh. I think they have given also drawing. Drawing will do minus na? So drawing how much? 6 lakh. Correct. Any more adjustment is there? Just check. They have given interest on capital also na? Interest on capital at what rate? So plus interest on capital. So it will be 6% of what? 50 lakh opening balance always. 6% of 50 lakh. 50 lakh na? How much it is coming? 3 lakh. Interest on capital will be added or deducted? Added na? Correct. I hope you have understood this also. How much? This 50 lakh na? 60 lakh. 60 lakh 70,000. Then what we have? Trade payable. Trade payable, I think they have given closing balance. How much they have given? 11 lakh 40,000. And there is one outstanding expense. The outstanding expense you can write down. How much? 1 lakh 80,000. Just see where the balance sheet tell it. Tell it. What is the total? 73 lakh 90,000. Simple na? Simple if you are comfort, if you are at comfort level. थोड़ा सा इधर उधर you can do mistake. So practice required for this. Have you understood? Done? 7 done? Achha, they have prepared one PL account revised. So in this way also you can do that. What is journal entry for outstanding expense? Expense account debit to. So instead of expense you can add on PL account debit. So PL account debit to outstanding expense. So PL account debited. What is journal entry for prepaid insurance? Prepaid insurance to insurance expense. So instead of insurance you can add on PL account. So prepaid insurance to PL account. So PL account can be created. So you can prepare PL account revise, but they have not asked to prepare PL account. Therefore, I have done in plus minus. Chalega, both are correct. If they ask PL account, you should draw in this way. Correct? So instead of expense, write on PL account. Correct now. So journal entry is expense to outstanding expense, you know. It become PL account debit to outstanding expense. Correct? Understood? Yes. This done. 8 is super easy. You can do it by row. Opening entry. I have informed you about opening entry. Remember opening entry in journal only? That opening entry they have asked. You can do it by row. 9 is also very easy. You can do it by row. Only one adjustment what I will do. Closing stock they have given. Only closing stock. You can do that by your own. 9 is also homework. Whatever simple I am not doing. Huh? 10 also very simple. 2 adjustment. You can do it by your own. That you try now. 10 also you do. All homework, huh? Means I am not doing, so you should do. Correct? I am just not doing because some question you also require for practice now. Then this 11 I think thoda sa easy. 11 also easy. Opening entry they have asked. 11 is also very easy. 12 let us do it. There are many adjustments. 11 में doubt है. Bank overdraft is a liability. Bank overdraft is a liability. The liability will be created. Where is the bank overdraft? It is printing mistake. This is 2 bank overdraft will go niche and 2 capital account will go niche. They are 4 amount na. There is some typo mistake. Typo mistake you can understood. Correct? Typo mistake, huh? Chalega? Yes, sir. 12. 12 is a good question that will do. Now with this question I will also explain you how to do a good question in exam in less time. Okay. Let us read. The following is the schedule of balance as on 31st March 2020 extracted from the books of Sri Gavaskar. You know Gavaskar? Sunil Gavaskar. Who carries on business under the same name and style. Messrs. Gavaskar Vishwanath. You know Vishwanath? You know Vishwanath. Vishwanath was also in 81 team. Chorna. And company at Bombay. Bombay, you know? Now it become Mumbai. Why they have written Bombay? They also don't know anything. Cash in hand, cash at bank, Sundri debtor, stock on 1/4/2019 means opening stock, furniture and fixture, office equipment, building, motor car, Sundri creditor, loan from Vishwanath. Loan from Vishwanath. So loan taken from Vishwanath. So it is an asset or liability. If you are confused, just see which balance. If you are confused, just see which balance. Credit balance means what? Liability. Because asset cannot have credit balance. Okay, sometimes we confuse loan from loan to. Think balance? Correct. Provision for bad debt given means opening bad debt. Opening provision given. It is opening even though date is not mentioned. Opening na. Purchase, purchase return, sales, sales return, salaries, rent for go down, interest on loan, interest also given. Interest on loan. So in loan, interest we need to pay. It become expense. If you are confused, just see whether debit or credit. Debit means what expense? Rent and tax, discount allowed, discount received, freight on purchase. Freight on purchase. Whether carries inward or carries outward, it become carries inward. Anything on purchase become direct expense. Correct? It is a direct expense. Okay. Carries outward, then they have given carries outward also drawing, printing and stationery, electricity charges, insurance premium, general office expense. Okay. Bad debt, bank charges, motor car expense and capital account. They have given big balance, big trial balance. Prepared trading PL account for the year ended and balance sheet after making provision for the following. Means they have given some adjustment. Depreciation we know. Depreciate building used for business for 5 by 5%. 5% rate of depreciation will do it. Furniture and fixture 10% will do it. One is still table. What table? Steel table is not wooden table. And write on table only. Steel table purchased during the year 14,000. Acha, purchased during the year for 14,000. Acha, then what will do? Was sold for the same price. Acha, sold at 14,000. Acha, but a sale proceed were wrongly credited to sales account. Oh my god. So one steel table was purchased and sold at 14,000 but wrongly credited to sales account. Wrongly credited to sales account. So some correction is required in sales account. Some adjustment entry is required. We'll do it. Acha, whatever adjustment given now, so what you should do in your trial balance, just write down building, give star mark, building give star mark, you will give star mark, I will not give. Building give star mark, furniture and fixture give star mark, and sales give star mark. Wherever adjustment is there, na give star mark. In trial balance only. Understood? In trial balance give star mark. Office equipment by 15%. Office equipment by 15%. So office equipment give star mark. Purchase of a typewriter during the year 40,000 has been wrongly debited to purchase account. Low one typewriter purchase wrongly debited to purchase account. There is some error. Means purchase need to be decreased and typewriter need to be increased. So give star marking purchase also. Motor car by 20%. Give star marking motor car. I think first understood. Correct. Then value of stock at the close of year 4,40,000. So closing stock is given. Give star mark in opening stock. Closing stock is also given. 2 months rent for godown is outstanding. Outstanding expense. Rent outstanding. Give star mark in rent. Correct. Interest on loan from Vishwanath is payable at a rate of 12% per annum. This loan was taken on 1/5. So can you say interest should be charged from 1/5 to 31st March? So from 1/5 to 31st March, how many months? 11 month interest should be charged and at a rate of 12%. So give star mark in interest. There is one interest on loan. We need to check whether it is for 11 months or not. If it is not for 11 months, there will be some outstanding interest. Interest payable. Correct? Yes, sir. Then provision for bad debt is to be maintained at 5%. To maintain, they want to maintain provision at what percent? 5%. So this will be closing balance of provision for doubtful debt. Correct. Insurance premium include 40,000 paid towards proprietor life insurance policy. So can you say out of total premium paid, 40,000 is drawing? So give star mark in where? Insurance premium. And the balance of insurance charges cover the period from 1/4/2009 to 30th June 2020. Means balance from 1/4/2019 to 30th June 2020. This is for how many months? 2 months. 3 month extra हो गया 15 month in the lag. One ऐसे count कर. April, May, June, July. Count. So 30th June. This 15 month. Date of year is also changing. But the insurance premium will be charged for how many months? 12 months. So 3 month extra amount paid. The extra amount paid for next year, that will be what? Prepaid insurance. So some adjustment is for prepaid also. These all are adjustment. Good question, na? Means all points whatever we have done is given in one question. Maja aega. Correct. Now of course we can do directly also. Correct na? If you become expert. But till you become expert, we'll do working note with journal entries. Correct na? Till you become expert, what will do? Journal entries will do. Once you become expert, directly will do. Chalega. So illustration number 12. Page number 7.21. Very good. Very good. Thank you. चलो तो वन बाय वन जाना एंट्री विल डू बताओ एडजस्टमेंट से स्टार्ट करते हैं फर्स्ट एडजस्टमेंट बताओ व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एडजस्टमेंट नंबर 1 का पॉइंट नंबर ए बताओ व्हाट इज जाना एंट्री फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन depreciation account debit to asset, but there are two ways of maintaining. I have said two journal entry. One is depreciation to fixed asset, one is depreciation to accumulated depreciation. Just see whether accumulated depreciation is given in trial balance. It means net value or gross value. Net value means fixed asset are maintained at net value. Understood this point? So always first see whether accumulated depreciation is given in trial balance. It is not given in trial balance. If not given, then depreciation to fixed asset. Correct. But the first journal entry for building depreciation. So depreciation, what I am saying, till we become expert, we are doing by way of journal entry. Once we become expert, without journal entry we'll do. Chalega? Depreciation to what? Building. So what is the rate they have given? 5% of what? Can you give me building value? 6 lakh. So it become how much? 30,000. Understood. So what are the two effect? Depreciation will come where? In PL expense, and building will be reduced by. Okay, directly we can do without journal entry. So if I am giving tick, means directly we can do. In exam don't pass journal entry for this na. With practice it will be at comfort stage na. Understood. If tick mark means very easy. चलेगा? Okay. आगे चलो. Then what they have given? Furniture, but there was some error in table. Table is also what? Still table. So what they are saying? One furniture was purchased and sold during the year, but the sale process was wrongly credited to sales. So बताओ sales will decrease and table also used to decrease. So what journal entry बताओ? Sales will decrease because wrongly credited to sales. So it is wrongly added to sales account. So sales will decrease and the table is sold. So table will also decrease now. So what journal entry? Sales account debit to table account. Table means furniture. I can add on furniture na, because in balance sheet it is by way of furniture. By what amount? 14,000. Understood? Have you understood? Correct. Now we'll charge depreciation on furniture. Journal entry is what? Depreciation account debit to furniture. But now amount of furniture will change. So it means first we have done sale, then depreciation now. So this 14,000 already sold. Correct now. So no depreciation on that. So we need to reduce furniture first and then depreciation. Are you getting what I am saying? So to furniture, but what is the furniture value given? 2 lakh. They have just given hint also. Minus what? 14,000. It's a hint only na. Into what? Into what rate? It's such a good question. To 20,000. Correct. Means what are the effect? In trading account, sales will decrease by. In balance sheet, furniture will decrease by. Depreciation will go to. And 20, furniture will reduce by 20,000. Effect. If you are expert, you can do directly. There is no need to pass journal entry. Once you become expert, we'll do directly. The next point is what? Office equipment. There was also some error. So there was some purchase of office equipment which was wrongly debited to. So reduce equipment and increase. Reduce purchase and increase equipment. What journal entry? Now reduce purchase. Purchase will reduce. Wrongly debited means it was included in purchase na. Reduce purchase and increase equipment. Office equipment account debit to purchase. Modern rules. Correct. So office equipment account debit to purchase by what amount? 40,000. Now we'll charge depreciation. But the what journal entry? Depreciation account debit to office equipment. But in which amount? What was the amount given? 1,60,000. We'll do plus or minus? Plus 40 or minus 40? Huh? Means office equipment will increase or decrease? Increase na. You have added to office equipment na. So on this also you charge depreciation. अरे बोलना रे. So 1,60,000 plus 40 into what? 15%. How much? It is 30,000. Have you understood? Have you understood this point? Correct. But we have taken some assumption because question was silent. So can you say what assumption we have taken for this? Ki this sale of furniture was done at the beginning of the year. If the furniture is sold at the beginning, no depreciation on that, and therefore we have not charged any depreciation of 14,000. And we have taken one assumption: this office equipment was purchased at the beginning. So if you purchase at the beginning, entire depreciation will charge for 12 months. If we assume office furniture was purchased, this equipment was purchased at the end, then no depreciation for current year. So we have taken assumption. So just write down that assumption. Here write down. It is assumed. I don't know in solution what assumption they have taken, but let us do by our own. It is assumed table was sold at YB. YB means year beginning. In this write down, it is assumed that office equipment was purchased at. So if question is relevant, normally we should assume this only. Year beginning. Sold also year beginning, purchase also year beginning. But different assumption can be taken in solution. We don't know what assumption they have taken. Let me first do it, then we'll see the solution. Correct. Then point number C also done. Then point number D is what? Motor car na? Motor car no adjustment, directly depreciation. So depreciation account debit to motor car at what rate? 20% of what? 20% of 2 lakh means it is 40,000. Huh? Motor car expense, not motor car. Motor car and motor car expense are two different items. How much? 2 lakh na? 40,000. Motor car expense means petrol expense, etc. Repair and maintenance expense, that is an expense account. We are charged depreciation on asset, fixed asset. Understood? This also you have understood? Correct. The next adjustment is what? They have given closing stock. What journal entry? I'm just doing journal entry. In exam, we'll do without journal entry. Without. Stock account debit to? Stock account debit to what? Purchase or trading na? अरे बोलना रे. Either purchase or trading. So trading account how much? So what are the two effects? The stock will go where? In balance sheet. And trading account will be created with 4,40,000. The next adjustment is what? Rent for 2 months is outstanding. What is journal entry for outstanding expense? Expense to? So what journal entry? Rent expense to? Rent expense to outstanding rent. अरे बोलना रे. Outstanding rent for 2 months. Whether they have given the amount? No. So can I say if it is outstanding for 2 months, means paid for how many months? 10 months. Means in trial balance, what is the amount given? 55,000. It means that is for how many months? 10 months. So we can find out for how many months? 1 month. So 55,000 divided by what? 10. So how many for 1 month? And outstanding for how many months? 2 months. So we can calculate the outstanding rent for 2 months. Understood? It become 11,000. Have you understood this point? Correct. So this journal entry will be done with 11,000. Correct. What are two effect? Rent expense will go where? Outstanding expense will go where? Liability side of balance sheet. Once you become expert, will do directly. However, will do directly only. First question I am doing with journal entries. Correct. The next item is what? Interest on loan. Correct. Understood. Batao. Can you say we need to first calculate total interest? But the total interest will be on which amount? Loan amount. What is the loan amount? Loan amount to Viswanath. Loan from Viswanath na? 3 lakh. Correct. What is the rate of interest? Rate of interest how much? And we need to calculate interest for how many months? Loan from Viswanath. Loan from Viswanath is how much? It is 3 lakh na? 3 lakh into 12%. But for how many months? 11 months. Because it was taken on which date? On 1/5 to 31st March. 11 months. 11 by 12 how much? It is 30. But how much amount has been given in the trial balance? So interest paid. It means interest already paid how much? 27,000 is given in trial balance. Means how much unpaid? Means how much outstanding? Outstanding is 6,000. So that become interest payable. Interest payable. Understood how we have calculated? Interest expense given in trial balance na? It is given interest to Viswanath loan ऐसा कुछ है. So out of 33,000 how much paid? So how much unpaid? So 6,000 outstanding is payable. Is payable na? So what journal entry for outstanding interest? Interest account debit to. So we'll do one journal entry interest expense account debit to outstanding interest or interest payable. This 6,000 will be added to interest expense in PL and outstanding interest will go to liability side of balance sheet. Done. This also done. Then point number H. Batao. Next is what? So I always say prepare which account? Always I say prepare provision for doubtful debt account. Remember? Always whenever provision to prepare this account. This is best way to understand this account. But what is the opening balance given? 30,000. Any bad debt given in trial balance? Check karo. So that bad debt will be closed by transfer to which account? Provision account. What journal entry? Provision account debit to bad debt. Very good. Excellent. Become simple na? Once we understand small point, this is very simple. To bad debt how much? 20,000. Correct. Then they have asked you to maintain provision at what amount? So 5% of closing debtor. So 5% of closing debtor. Whether closing debtor is given? Check karo. In trial balance. At 8 lakh will come. 8 lakh 60. Okay. 8 lakh 60. So 5% of 8 lakh 60 how much? 8 lakh 60. So it become 43,000. Batao. How much will go to PL? By PL how much? This is balancing figure. How much? 50. But calculator use कर रहे. Who is saying 53? Please, you do this type of mistake lot of. I have seen. Please, 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 please. One attempt हो जाता. Understood? One mistake dangerous. Understood? 33,000. But how much will go to PL? How much will go to balance sheet? 43,000. This is most important. Already we have understood this point also. Next point is what? So point number I. Chalo. What is the total insurance premium they have given in trial balance? Out of this, how much drawing? तो माइनस ड्राइंग कर देंगे ना. माइनस ड्राइंग हाउ मच? 15 40,000. बताओ इंश्योरेंस पेड फॉर 15 month हाउ मच देन? दिस बिकम 15 month ना. तो दे आर पेड फॉर 15 month ना. तो 15 month हाउ मच? 15,000. तो पर मंथ इज हाउ मच? 1,000. तो प्रीपेड इज हाउ मच? 3,000. Understood this point? Not understood. Once again I will read the adjustment who have forgotten. They have said insurance premium include 40,000 paid towards life insurance. So I have said life insurance is proprietary expense, personal expense. So out of 55, 40 is what? Personal expense drawing. So that will not go to PL. Drawing will be deducted from capital. So 55 minus 40, 15,000 is the premium paid for business. But that they have given from how many months? 15 months. So per month is what? 1,000. So 3 month is what? 3,000. That is prepaid. That is not an expense of current year. So minus prepaid करेंगे. Minus prepaid ना. So minus prepaid is 1,000 into 3. That is 3,000. So what is the expense of current year? 12,000. This become expense of current year ना. But how much will go to PL? How much will go to balance sheet? And how much will deducted from capital? 40,000. This is drawing na. This is drawing, the deducted from capital. These three adjustment. Understood? Once you become expert, you can do directly. Correct? Now, everyone listen. This done. Adjustment you understood. Now forget about this adjustment. We'll do directly without looking into this adjustment. All adjustment is in your mind. Already we have given star mark. We'll take one item from trial balance. Will not jump. Will not jump. Correct now. Means our method will be what? Will very what? Very swiftly will go. We'll start from cash in hand. Correct now. Then we'll not go to motor car. Huh? After cash in hand, what is coming? If there is no star mark, without adjustment, we go to relevant account. Either trading PL or balance sheet. Cash in hand will go where? Balance sheet. Directly it will go now without any adjustment because there is no star mark. Wherever star mark, we'll do adjustment. Plus minus. Now we know adjustment, but without journal entries. Journal entries I have done. Now plus minus we can do. So first prepare all account. So our account is what? Trading and profit and loss account of what? Messrs Gavaskar ना. Gavaskar Vishwanath and Company. Correct? ऐसा कुछ नाम था. For the year ended. For the year ended 2020. ठीक है. Draw in one page, huh? Don't be confused. Correct now. We don't know how many items right now, na? If some space is left, they will not deduct marks for that. Have sufficient space in trading PL. And then next page, or if you know, if you have big page, just leave sufficient space. And then add on balance sheet of what? Messrs Gavaskar, Vishwanath and Company as at तो in balance we write on as at or on are same. As at is more correct. As on also you can write on in foundation level, but once you go to company we write on as at only. Once you go to inter level or what, but चलेगा as at ही लिखो, आदत रहेगा ना. As at 31st March 2020, and in PL we write on for the year ended. This is for a particular period. For the period, understood? Correct. Imbalance also draw T shape format only, but this is not an account, huh? So first what we write, equity and liability na. In this side we write on liabilities, then we write on amount, here we write on assets, then amount, like this. मजा आता है. And then you can add on particulars, add on particulars na. Amount, particulars, amount. If you want to write on debit credit, if you want, even though you don't write, they will not deduct marks, huh? Even though you are not writing debit credit, for this they don't deduct marks. If you are not writing particulars now, then also they will not deduct marks. Right, Baba, right. Okay. Normally they don't deduct marks for these points. If you have written wrong amount, they will deduct marks. So we'll start with what first item. You will give me item. Wherever you say, I will transfer it. Chalega? Can we start? Leave sufficient space for trading. Okay, sufficient space for trading. कम से कम 7-8 line leave. Can we start? First item is what? It will go where? Any adjustment? Write down cash in hand. How much hand? 14,000. Then what? Cash at bank. Any adjustment? Will go where? Cash at bank. How much? 26,000. Then what? Debtor. Any adjustment? Huh? Yes, na? I have not given star mark. हाँ तो प्रोविजन है ना, ठीक है. तो डेटर लेस प्रोविजन ना. तो डेटर हाउ मच? 8,60,000. And from this what will deduct? The provision for dot product. How much will go to balance sheet? Already we prepare account. 43,000. Understood this point? Comfortable na? Point 43,000. How much? 8,17,000. 8,17,000. Then what? Opening stock will go where? So write down 2 opening stock. How much? And closing also stock बता दो. Buy closing stock. This will go where? Balance sheet also. So can we write down stock in balance sheet? Stock. Don't write down closing stock, because these all are closing balance only. Then I used to write down closing cash at bank. I don't write down closing stock, not closing. It is stock. Better you write down inventory. That is more correct word. But chalega stock. How much? Then what? Furniture. The furniture is with adjustment. There are 2 adjustment now. For the furniture, how much given? 2 lakh 14. From this minus what? Minus na first. How much minus? The minus is what? It is sale wrongly credited to sales account. Write down sold. Yes, sale. 14,000. It become what? 2 lakh. From this depreciation, minus depreciation how much? 20,000. So what is the net amount? 1 lakh 80,000. Correct. Understood. Whenever you do adjustment, give second effect simultaneously. So sale reduce from sales and depreciation will go to what? PL. So can we write down in PL also? Now either you can add on to depreciation on these, to depreciation on these, to depreciation on these separately, or you can add on total depreciation together. What you want? Write down to depreciation. How much? So write down in bracket 20,000 and leave it. Understood what I have done? Correct. And sales how much given? Sales. Sales. In the column write down sales and from this deduct what? Sale of what? Still table na? Sale of table na? How much? 14,000. Correct. Leave it. One by one will come. Will not jump. Two adjustment done. Two adjustment done. Then what is the next item? I will not jump. One by one. Sales return given after that. Means after table is what? Don't jump. Don't jump. Abhi we have done which item? I have just completed these two adjustment. Why you are jumping? After furniture what is given? Come to office equipment now. Don't jump. Office equipment. How much given? But in this how many adjustment? Two adjustment. Two adjustment. One is wrongly debited to purchase. So we'll do plus or minus? Plus. Write down purchase. How much purchase done? 40,000. So it will become what? 2 lakh. From this minus what? Depreciation. Already we calculated how much? 15% means what? 30,000. What is the net amount? 1,70,000. Correct. Are you able to understand what I am doing? First of one by one adjustment together. Now there are two adjustment. One will be added to. One will be added or deducted. Added, deducted. It was wrongly debited to purchase. So wrongly purchase में लिख दिया. So we should reduce purchase and then depreciation will go where? MPL account. Can we do that? So first depreciation बता दो. Plus 30,000. And can you give me total purchase first? To purchase how much given? 14 lakh. Minus कर दें. From this minus purchase of office equipment. Purchase of office equipment how much? 40,000. So it become how much? In the column only. Or don't do anything. Leave it. We'll do plus minus at the end. Have you understood these two effect? Are you understanding flow? Flow understood. In this way we can avoid mistake. We can avoid mistake. चलेगा. After office equipment what is given? How much? Building. So write down building. Building the only one adjustment. 5% depreciation. Building. What is the amount? Less what? Depreciation. 30,000. It become 5 lakh. This 30,000 will go where? PL. So can we go to PL and write down here only plus 30,000? Understood. Then what is given? Motor car. Motor car only one adjustment. So motor car, what is the amount? What is the depreciation? Depreciation is 40,000 na? 40,000. This become 1 lakh. 60,000. This 40,000 will go where? PL na? We write down plus 40,000. I think depreciation over. Depreciation done. So can you give me total depreciation now? 1,20,000 done. Simultaneous effective understanding how I am giving. Don't wait for the end, otherwise you will forget. Adjustment नहीं याद रहता है. Adjustment to effect, keep two effects simultaneously. Understood? Then after motor car, what is given? Creditor. So creditor to no adjustment. Directly it will come where? So leave some space for capital, because in capital we'll do plus minus. Leave 4 5 line and then add on creditor. Creditor no adjustment. Directly it will come into balance sheet. How much? 4 lakh. 13,000. Then what? Okay, Baba. Okay. 4,30,000. Then what? Loan from Vishwanath. Liability na? Any adjustment? Adjustment is for interest, not for loan. So Vishwanath, how much? 3 lakh. Then what? Provision for? Already we have done provision for doubtful debt, but some amount will go to PL also. But how much amount will go to PL, that we actually forgot. Write down 2 provision for bad debt. How much? In that working note, 33 na? 33,000. Correct. Actually it should be given simultaneously only, I forgot, because I think I was explaining some point. Chalega? Understood this amount? Opening balance not. Whatever is transferred to PL in that account. Correct. Normally this student do mistake. Normally in this amount. But have you understood this point? Then what? Purchase already we have written. Less purchase return. That on minus what? Purchase return. How much? How much? 20? I think no other adjustment in this. Can you give me the total? 13 lakh. 34,000. Then what? Sales already written. Then minus sales return. Sales return how much? 40. 42,000. I think no other adjustment. Can you give me this amount? 22 lakh. 44,000. Then what? Salary will go to what? Any adjustment? No star mark with no adjustment. Don't think much. Star mark is not given, no adjustment. Correct? So 2 salaries how much? 1 lakh. 10,000. Then rent. Rent any adjustment? Yes. So rent. But the how much given? 55. What is the adjustment? Outstanding rent will be added, deducted? Added. So plus how much? Plus how much? 11,000 na? It become how much? 66,000. Outstanding rent will be added na? Correct. But the 11,000 will go where? Directly we write down. Don't wait. Write down outstanding rent or rent payable, whatever you want to write down. What do you want to write down? Outstanding or rent payable? I am writing rent payable. You write down outstanding rent. Both are correct. 11,000. Then interest on loan. Any adjustment on that? Yes. The to interest on loan. What is the amount paid and how much outstanding? Plus 6 now. So it become how much? 33,000. But this 6,000 will go where? Which side? Liability side. So write on interest payable. Yeah, outstanding interest. How much? 6,000. Are you able to follow me? Correct. Then what? Rates and taxes. Any adjustment? So two rates and taxes. No adjustment now. How much? 21,000. No adjustment. Then what? Discount allowed. Any adjustment? So discount allowed. How much? 24,000. Then what? Any adjustment? Leave one line for gross profit, then write down. Okay. By discount received. How much? 16. 16,000. Then freight on purchase. Direct, indirect. Write down two what? Freight. How much? No adjustment for this also. Then what? Direct, indirect. So two carries outward. How much? 20. 20,000. Then what? Drawing. Drawing. Write down capital. Can you give me opening balance of capital? Opening balance 16 lakh. Then minus drawing. How much? 1 lakh 20. Leave it because net profit will also come. Then what? There are many expenses, right? I don't have space. I'm just deleting this. You have sufficient space, na? Chalo, thank you. You are expert, na? To printing and stationery. Any adjustment? How much? 18. 18,000. Then how many expenses are there? Count down. I don't have space. More 6. Oh my god. Chalo. I will write down somewhere else. I have space ऊपर में? No. चलो बता. To what expense? Any adjustment? How much? 22,000. Then what? Insurance premium. Adjustment is there. बताओ. To insurance expense. बताओ. How much given? How much paid? Out of these, how much related to personal? So you'll say 55 minus what? 40. And how much is prepaid? So minus 3. Understood what I have done? Directly we can do directly here na. Understood what I have done? 40 is drawing and 3 is prepaid. So what is the expense? 12,000 is the expense. There are two adjustments. But the 40 will go where? So here you can have life insurance. That is minus life insurance. Life insurance. 40,000. And prepaid will be what? Asset. Very good. So we had on asset side prepaid insurance. How much? 3,000. Then you write. I will not write. इतना खर्चा. I don't have space. You can write down na. General office expense. Write down. To general office expense. I said you to leave one page. You have not left one page. This is तो महाकंजूस. इतना सा space छोड़ रही है. You are saving for whom? Correct. General office expense. Write down. No adjustment written. Then what? Bad debt. Bad debt will go where? Bad debt already closed by transfer to which account? Provision account. So it will not come in PL account. Huh? Dangerous. Super dangerous. Bad debt already we have transferred to which account? Provision account. Give star mark. Bad debt always be careful. Bad debt will not come in PL. Bad debt will not come in PL. Then what? Bank charge. Any adjustment? Right on in expense to bank charges. Written. Then what? Motor car expense. Any adjustment? Right on to motor car expense. To motor car expense. Then what item? Already done. Then what? Then gross profit, net profit. All items. Then just leave. Just wait. Have you understood the way? Now once you completed all item of trial balance, so it might happen there is some information given in adjustment which was not an item of trial balance. So just look once all adjustment whether any adjustment left. However, we have not left. We know because we have done the journal entry now. But then also just check, go through all adjustment whether all adjustment is done or not. Just go through. I know we have done everything. You just go through. I am just saying what is the way in exam. So don't close right now. First see adjustment completed or not. I think all adjustment completed. All adjustment because I know that point. Correct? Chalo. The next question you will do by your own. Na? So you need to think about a process. Now give me gross profit. Gross profit. How much? 7,18,000. This gross profit will be transferred to which account? So transfer by GP. Then calculate what? Net profit. Calculate net profit and write down to net profit. Use calculator. Huh? How much? Wrong. 7 lakh तो gross profit है. इतना expense है. First make total of income. Then write down in the both side and then total expense. 1,73,000 is correct. So net profit is coming. Net profit is coming how much? You write down here, huh? I don't have space. Net profit is coming how much? 1,73,000. To net profit right down, huh? And then close. Everyone calculated net profit 1,73,000. Now this net profit will be transferred where? To be written plus what? Net profit 1,73,000. Can you give me closing capital? Sixteen lakh 33. Is it correct? 16 lakh 33 correct. All item done. Now make total of balance sheet. It will tally. Can you give me the total of balance sheet? Both side. 23 lakh. Both side tell it na. If not tell it, then what will do? It will tell you always. If you follow my process. One good question we have taken. Na? Have you understood? Here is my job done for this chapter. Now it is your turn to practice. My job is done na. But will you practice? No, will you practice where? But you home though you don't have time. You have many works. Correct na? If you don't have work, you have good friends. अरे बोलना रे. What happened? Not tell it. What happened? Tell it रे. Check कर. You have written some wrong amount. Or your calculator is very bad. Huh? It will tally. Leave it. Total हो जाएगा tally. ओए, leave it. Total मत कर. हो जाएगा. I am not concerned about total. Total if you have written some wrong amount, I think so. But just what I want to say, just I will give break now. But before break, let me conclude this point. So what I want to say, this all adjustment, let me come again. Can I say this first adjustment we can do without journal entry? In exam will not do journal entry. This also we can do without journal entry. Without journal entry, bolna. This also we can do without journal entry. This also we can do without journal entry. This also we can do without journal entry. Correct. This also we can do without journal entry. This rent outstanding expense. This also we can do without journal entry. Only this amount is required calculated. How to calculate? This, of course, this working note is required. So this working note is required. So this is required. So we can make one working note of interest. This can be another working note for rent outstanding. What is the amount of outstanding? Correct now. Then can I say this is must always draw provision for doubtful debt account. This to don't do directly. Huh? Always prepare provision for doubtful debt account. If you are preparing, you will never do mistake. Then this, of course, this working note is also required. So there are some working note which you require. How much minus drawing, how much prepaid that you need to calculate. Understood? Balance if you have understood the process. The first what? Identify all adjustment, incorporate in trial balance. Give star mark. Correct. Then start from item number 1, item number 2, item 3 and do adjustment in both the as per both aspect. Adjustment do simultaneously either in trading P or balance sheet. Correct. Then at the end, once the all item is completed, just go through once all adjustment whether all adjustment completed or not. Once all adjustment completed, go to trading account, find out GP, then go to P, find out NP, and then write on NP in capital account, then do total. Your balance sheet will tally. Correct. 2-3 questions in class, it will be great. Correct. We will take break. विल टेक ब्रेक, तो लंबा क्लास हो गया, करेक्ट ना? बट विल टेक ब्रेक 1 सेकेंड, विल टेक वन मोर क्वेश्चन, चलेगा? ओके। Now, can we start once again? All illustration, whatever is not done will be homework. True, false, always homework. MCQs, always homework. In true, false, any doubt we'll discuss. In MCQs, any doubt we'll discuss. Correct? Now, question number 1, intensely I am not taking because it is a good question. Do by your own. If any doubt, I will do it. Means one good question you do na. Every good question if I will do, तो मजा नहीं आएगा. I hope you have understood the process of doing. Can we take one more question because we have थोड़ा सा less time? So we'll take a small question. Come to question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2, not illustration number 2. Question number 2. Page number 7.34. Saying Gupta and company employ. Question number 1 must do. Huh? Means tomorrow you will come after doing question number 1. Question number 1 must do. Balance question do whenever you have time. But question number 1 must do because I will ask and will do if any doubt. Okay? Saying Gupta company employ a team of 8 workers who were paid 30,000 per month each in the year ending 31st March 2019. At the start of financial year 2019-20, the company raised salary by 10% to 33,000 per month. So at the beginning of this year, company raised salary by 10%. Okay, means 33,000, 30,000 become 33,000. 10% is 3,000. On 1st October 2019, the company hired 2 trainees. Okay, at a salary of 21,000 per month. So on this date, the workforce are paid salary on the first working day of every month. So workforce means employee are paid salary on the first working day of every month. 1 month in arrear so that an employee receive their salary for Jan on the first working day of Feb. Means Jan salary will be given on Feb. Means can I say always March salary will be outstanding? Always March salary will be outstanding. You are required. Point number 1, amount of salary which would be charged to PL account. Okay. Amount actually paid as salary during 1920 and outstanding salary. Good question, I will say. Sometimes this type of question become good. Have you understood the question? Bolo. What they have said? Okay, this is which year? Which year? It is 1920. 1920. Correct. How many employee at the beginning? 8 employee, 8 employee, and salary per employee is 33,000 per month from the beginning. But for previous year, the salary was 30,000 per month per month. Then two trainees joined from which date? 1st October, means they work for how many months? They work for how many months? 1st October means 6 months. 6 months. And this 8 employee work for how many months? 12 months. They were two trainee. The salary of trainee is how much? 21,000. So can I say, if they ask कि total salary to be charged, that is based on this year. So that is 8 into 33 and 2 into what? 21,000. So first to very simple now. So point number 1 you write down. Amount of salaries debited to what? To PL of which year? 2019-20 current year. With how many employees? 8 employees. So for 8 employees it will be 33,000 into 12 into 8. How much? 31,68,000. And 2 trainee, it is 21,000. But how many month? 6 month. 2 employee, how much it is coming? बताओ. 2,52,000. So total salary expense will be how much? 34,20,000. So this becomes salary expense debited to PL na. Have you understood this point? I think first point no doubt. Correct na? Have you understood? Correct. Then second, what they have asked, amount actually paid. Let us calculate amount actually paid. Actually paid during 2019-20. So can I say there will be one outstanding salary of last year which will be paid in current year? Bolo. So can I say what is salary outstanding at year beginning? So at year beginning only they were employees, not trainee. Are you getting? So how many employee and 1 month salary will be outstanding? So 1 month salary and salary per month for previous year was how much? 30,000. Better you write down 8 into 30,000 into 1. So 1 month salary na. Have you understood this point? This is how much? 2,40,000. Then in this if you add total salary expense, already we calculated for 2019-20 how much we have calculated? 30 34,20,000. Can you say from this will minus what? The outstanding expense of current year which is not yet paid, that is not paid. So minus kar do what? Salary outstanding at year end. Are you able to understand? So it will be 8 employee and 2 trainee. 8 employee, what is the salary per month? Now 33,000. Current date is 33,000. And 2 employee, it is 21,000. Are you able to understand? So what is the total of these two? 2. This is 264,000. And what is the total? What is total salary outstanding at year end? 3,06,000. So how much salary paid? So how much amount actually paid? Amount paid during what? 2019-20. How much? 33 lakh. Have you understood this point? Simple. Correct. Then point number 3, what they have asked? Outstanding, तो already we calculated this only. बोलना रे. Already we calculated. So salary outstanding at year end. Once again you can add on. For 8 employee it is 33,000 per month. And 2 trainee it is 21,000 per month. So outstanding amount is what? 3 lakh 6,000. This become outstanding salary at year end. Simple. Simple. Done. So sometimes they ask 4 marks question like this. Simple 4 marks question. They want to just check your accrual concept. Already we have done accrual concept. Correct now. This is accrual accounting. They normally ask this type of question. I don't know why. But simple na. Question number 1 so I have given as homework. So that will not do right now. Chalo. I'm not finding a good question now. Question number 3 is how? Very simple. You can do it by your own. Question number 3 is very simple. Question number 4, you try. This is also good question. It is also based on accrual concept but related to income. Or you want me to do? I will do. चलो ठीक है एक question कर लेंगे. Question 5. This is a good question. I will do it. I will do it. Okay. Maybe because missing figure you need to find out. Then what? Question number balance question. Exam question तो you only do. Exam question I will not do because you feel whether you are able to do exam questions or not. Correct? So this much all done. So I think chapter completed. This unit completed. There are 2 units. Unit number 1, unit number 2. Correct now. So I will say all other questions you do by row. Doubt will be there. If doubt, I will explain. So unit 1 completed. Unit 2 I will do, but after inventory chapter. So next class I will start inventory chapter. Understood? So there are 2 units. Unit 1, unit 2. Unit 2 is for manufacturing. So that you will understand only after inventory chapter. So first we'll do inventory chapter. Then we'll again come to unit number 2. So next class will start inventory chapter. Correct? So from my point of view, unit number 1 completed. All question will be homework. Balance question homework. Question number 1 must do. That you tomorrow you come and that you do. Do and come. Okay? चलो ठीक है आज छोड़ देते हैं. Okay? Now you try now first. You try. This question I will do, but I can't take right now because you have some test ना, तो छोड़ देते हैं. ठीक है? This question I will do. So tomorrow I will take this question and all doubtful questions. Okay? But balance question do by your own. So thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day. Bye bye.